In this video, I'd like to share with you ways to view configurations of SSIS projects and packages deployed to the SSIS catalog and compare and contrast those with using SSIS Catalog Browser, the free utility available from the DILM suite. We start with a look at the Object Explorer in SQL Server Management Studio, or SSMS. And what we're looking at is the SSIS catalog, and as we can see, it's named SSIS DB. There can only be one SSIS catalog per instance of SQL Server, and it's named SSIS DB. I have one folder called Test. Test contains one project called Parameters Test, and Parameters Test, the project, contains two SSIS packages, one named Parameters Test.dtsx, the other Sensitive Test for More Types.dtsx. The test folder also contains 4 SSIS environments. This is the view supplied in Object Browser of SSMS. Let's take a look at what Catalog Browser surfaces for us. Again, even in beta, we see the SSIS DB node, which is the catalog node. We also see catalog properties. We can expand this and look at various properties of the SSIS catalog. All of these properties listed are properties of the SSIS catalog, with the exception of catalog version. That is a property of the catalog base object, which underlies SSIS Catalog Browser. The test folder contains a project's virtual folder. There's the parameters test project we saw before. Here are the two SSIS packages. Note there is a project parameters virtual folder. If we expand, we can see project level parameters and their status. Bold indicates a literal override at the catalog level. Underlined indicates a reference to an environment variable value. No text decoration indicates a default value from design time. Note the project references virtual folder. Expanding this shows us project references that exist between the SSIS project and various references stored in the SSIS catalog. You'll note that test.env1, when we hover over it, we're given the reference ID, in this case 25. Note there is no _env folder. At one time, this folder existed in this catalog, and it contained an environment named env1. We know this because there is a reference stored in this SSIS catalog to _env.env1. Note that this project reference is shown in gray text, and that if I hover over it, I see that there is the reference ID 30, but note that it also tells me that that reference is broken. What that means is that environment was created, and then the reference was created, and then the environment was deleted. I can expand this env params environment and see in the project reference that there is a reference between the sensitive reference string project parameter, which is the name of a project parameter, and this value, sensitive string value 1. Where does this value exist? If we expand environments, we can expand env params, and we see that there is a sensitive string value 1, which is a string data type, included in the env params environment. We can visualize all of this using Catalog Compare in a single tree view. We can also visualize this in SSMS Object Explorer. But in order to see this, we have to double-click env params to get a list of the environment variables present. There is sensitive string value 1. And in order to see the references, we have to either right-click and click Configure at the project or the package level. For the project, we can see there's the sensitive string 1 value mapping. Again, text underlined indicates a reference mapping. The reference itself is surfaced on the Configure Project References page, as we see here. So all of this information is available in the SQL Server Management Studio Object Explorer Integration Services Catalogs node, but it is not readily surfaced as it is here in the SSIS Catalog Browser. And there's more here. If we drill into the packages themselves, we can see that there are package properties, which include the package version. That's version major, version minor, version build. Any comments that are stored at the package level, and the package grid. We can see package parameters, and package parameters that are overridden literally are indicated with bold font. Package parameters that are referenced are indicated with underlined font. And design time defaults are indicated with no text decoration. We can also see package level references, and these exist in the SSIS catalog, and you can view them if you right-click on a package and then click Configure and then click on the reference page. But in Catalog Browser, they're surfaced readily. All of this information is readily available. You can see the reference mappings at the package parameters level and at the package references. And then, if you'd like, you can drill into the environments and see the values unless they're sensitive. If they're sensitive, you'll see 5 asterisks. I hope this demonstrates the value of SSIS Catalog Browser to you for visualizing configurations of SSIS projects in the catalog. Again, SSIS Catalog Browser is free. There's a link to the free download in the comments. Thank you.